So let's bring them on. We have a team from Minecraft Education joining us today.
Yay.
We have Lila
Hi, everyone.
who is the Senior Program Manager with Minecraft Education. And we have Sarah Cornish, Global Marketing, Minecraft Education. And we are so excited to have you join us. You guys brought my street cred up with my 9-year-old son who loves Minecraft. He's like, oh, that's pretty neat. And then he's like, had to show me all the things about Minecraft that I should know about. But it's a perfect time to bring you guys on and have you join our webinar series. We've been doing these webinar series since April now. Yeah, it's gone back that far. Yeah. So Lila and Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to quickly go over kind of our agenda for today. And realize that I made one typo in here because it's not about prompting with OpenAI. We did that one last time, and I actually have some things to share about that. But this is going to be about looking at the Minecraft AI tools that are so exciting. But before we do that, we always like to do kind of, introductions, new AI tools or tricks, and creepy and cool. And we are going to get to that in just one second, because here's our commercial break where we go over the housekeeping items that we use so you can know how to engage with us. I see a lot of you already in the attendee chat. Thank you. Please keep that coming. Let us know where you're coming. We also love getting reactions so we know what's resonating with you while you're listening to us live. All right, we'll be back with you in about a minute.
Chat widget. Tell us where you're from and why you chose this webinar today. Your feedback is invaluable. You can ask tech questions. Take a moment to rate and review this session. This helps Share My Lesson users find the best content. These will appear under the slide widget at the end of the session.
So I'm going to push the very first poll question. While we're doing this, I'm going to let screen at this time. Remember, completing these poll questions.
It's like these 3D cubes behind me because everything in Minecraft is blocks, block-based. My name is Lila Bullman. I'm on the Minecraft Education team. My title is like Senior Business Program Manager, but what that really means is that I'm the producer of many of the games that you see inside of Minecraft Education, including Our Code and Fantastic Fairgrounds and some of the cool AI stuff I do. And my partner in crime there is Sarah Cornish, who's amazing. Just quickly on me, I was a teacher for 16 years down in Miami-Dade County Public Schools. And Sarah, I got excited when you said AP US History because I was like an AP, I was AP World and AP Micro Macro back in the day.
So cool.
And I'm like, AP US was like the hardest. So it's like, I know you have it tough. Yeah, you totally do. It's tough. All those original primary resource documents. Or they're 14, I remember. So it's so good. And I'm pretty amazed that I make video games now to help kids learn and to help teachers teach with a game that all kids. That's my quick background.
I love it. And Sarah?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be here and meet you all. As I think my title said, I lead marketing for Minecraft Education, but we have a really passionate small team, and so my job definitely ranges past just marketing, social media, communications, PR, branding, all that goodness. The best part of my job is telling stories about the impact that Minecraft education is making in classrooms all over the world, and the really innovative way that educators are using games to advance their various goals, whether that be inspire a passion for learning, get kids learning about coding and STEM across the curriculum, whether that's building social emotional skills or kind of reaching students who might be a little bit disengaged. And so we tell these stories and we bring Minecraft and the power of play to classrooms everywhere. And my background is working in nonprofits. I was actually in New York City at Games for Change, a great organization that operates kind of at the intersection of games and social good, and then have some experience before that in advertising and branding. So
love it.
Great to be here. Let's go.
Let's dive in. All right. So, I did warn Sarah and Lila that they are now part of the family, the AI Ed Brain family, and we have some traditions at the very beginning. It used to be like what new AI tools we're using, but we're now discovering that we're continuing to use some of those same AI tools, but we're discovering new and cool and innovative ways to do things. So I've got a couple, but this time I'm gonna start with Sarah Beth. What do you got this time? Sharing is caring, people. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do two things. I'll do one personal, one not too personal. One personal, one school. I'll start with school. Speaking of AP US history, I'm always looking for sample essays, and sometimes kids, I take their names off of their essays, but they want to know whose it is, and it gets distracting. So something I decided to do that I put together last week that I'm going to share with my students soon is I fed in the rubric for the long essay question, and I essentially and for the DBQ, and I even I described the LEQ is either easier than the document essay, not to get in the weeds. Put in the LEQ question and then said, hey, here's the rubric. Can you write me a 7 out of 7, a 5 out of 7, and a 3 out of 7? And it did. And it was so awesome. And as a history teacher who's been reading these for years, I can tell you they were really good. The 7 out of 7 was like, I think it's going to inspire the kids. And then I wrote, a small plug, I wrote a retrospective on the 1 year of writing about my history chats for Share My Lesson. I do video chats about different female historical figures that are women. And I was like, what's the theme here? I just didn't know how to get started with this post. And so I just put the YouTube link in there. Now I didn't watch the videos, but then I just kind of I put the YouTube video in, the link to the channel, and then it found different themes just by putting in the YouTube link. So I don't know, someone who knows about AI better than me will tell me how that happened, but it read through it and said, here are the 3 themes of people you wrote about, and here's some suggested ideas to write about. And it was a great starting off point. I wrote it myself, just in case anyone's wondering, but it was like a good brainstorming buddy. That's how I see it, a brainstorming buddy. Instead of talking to myself, I was talking to a machine. So that's cool.
I love that. And speaking of talking to humans and not just the machine, keep that chat box open. I've seen some people sharing how they've been using AI or attempting to use AI. So drop it in there. I'd love to hear it. Oh, Christina, welcome back. Christina made a guest appearance last webinar.
Oh, cool.
Lila, you had something, I know.
Yeah, so I have to make glossaries for our educator materials, and also because we localize all our content in 29 different languages. And so every time I put out a map, a lesson plan, I get asked to make a glossary, and I can only put in words that appear more than 4 times. So I thought, well, so I had I had a playthrough of the game and someone talking through the script. So I used my voice memo tool app that recorded and transcribed. So I put I put my phone next to the video playing on my computer. It recorded the entire transcript of the video. And then I made a glossary with definitions in context of the video for words that appeared more than 4 times, so that when when it's translated, the translators know not only what the word is, it's a word that they probably had never heard of before, but how it's used in context. And it did it really fast. And the people on the localization team think I'm a total hero. But that was my workaround. It was like my phone next to the speaker, making this glossary. And also I used a vocabulary list and for our educator materials. So that's what I did. And I was feeling pretty good, nifty.
I love it. I love it. And just so, for those of you who are joining us for the first time in this series, we do the sharing intentionally because Sarah Beth and we are not experts in AI. I know a lot about it, but I am most definitely not an expert. And so part of these webinars is just showing you stuff that we're doing or trying and attempting, and sometimes having some very humorous hallucination moments with AI live with you guys in video. Sarah, what do you have? And then we'll move on to a couple other things.
You said Sari or Sarah?
Sarah, sorry, Sarah.
Sarah. Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, as for all that great storytelling work, and we are creating fun ways to represent complex ideas as part of our Minecraft education kind of mission and lessons. And so, so again, the Brainstorm Buddy, using AI to think about kind of different, images and ways to kind of visually represent ideas, ways to kind of scaffold and introduce concepts to students and to teachers as we're starting to kind of roll out different types of content, everything from our AI literacy and online safety content to math and history and lots else. So it's a great. I think some of the visual tools are really fun to create kind of visual styles, and it's like you're brainstorming with a professional graphic designer and a 10-year-old at the same time. So
very true. Yes, very true. All right, so I'm going to share a couple of mine. So this is this is breaking news. Our top 2024 best of Share My Lesson is now live on Share My Lesson. Megan, who's behind the scenes right now helping us with this webinar, is going to put the link in the attendee chat. Sarah Beth, you're going to want to take a look at it because you might see your name in a few places there, making the best of. But I will tell you, over the many years, it has taken me days to put this list together, because it really is kind of a algorithm of looking at so many different data sources in terms of resource downloads, views, bookmarks, shares, ratings, clicks, reviews, registrations. And this time it took me a day to run all of this analysis, because I was able to pull multiple spreadsheets and have it, do the ratings. And I was able to, test it on previous years to make sure that like what I was doing previously matches also what we're doing right now. And so that was a awesome time save. Okay, so then the other cool thing I did, this could also probably be going into the creepier cool. This is, we like to share different ideas of things that we do with tools that are either kind of fun or maybe not so fun. So Sarah Beth knows this, that every single time we've come on, we're like, we need some theme music for our opening of our webinar instead of us just going in and talking, although that probably will still happen. So I have, you guys will get to 3 AI generated music backgrounds, and you guys will get to vote for them. So listen closely. There's about 8 seconds of each one of these. Here we go. All right. So what do you think? What's your reaction, Sarah? Because I do have an option of which music did you like best, and one of them is none of them. So, but I did try to add the Daft Punk explanation into as I was trying to generate it.
I feel like it needs to be more robot-y, like a little more reverb robot. Yeah. I like them though.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, look, we can keep iterating on this as we go, for sure.
I think I just really like that Daft Punk song. So I'm like, but where's the Daft Punk song? It's cool though. It's pretty fascinating. I'm curious what other people think.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that poll question in a second. It should be popping up shortly. All right, let's see. Ooh, option 3. Okay, interesting. I think we still need to refine it. That's where, we go into the iterating with the tools to see what we like. So the other thing that I wanted to share was, let me see if I can find it. So in our last webinar we did with OpenAI, we were talking about prompting, and we made the point that teachers are really the original prompt engineers. Like, you do this on a daily basis on the classroom. You ask a student to do their homework, but then you have to say, actually, no, it's not just do your homework, it's do your homework. You need to read pages 10 through 25, and you need to answer questions 11 to 17. So you have to continue to prompt with the students and change it. So one of the things that we joked about, and I want to make this happen, is I want to create some swag for the AI Educator Brain. And I need your help to help do this. So I've got some slogans. Hold on, let me put this in the chat box that I need you to help vote on, because I'm going to try to narrow it down, and then we're going to do a sweepstakes in the new year, trying to select the swag, the future of the swag for the, what did I say? For the AI Ed Brain. So, you know, teachers prompting for clarity since chalkboards were cool. But then reminded me that people haven't been using chalkboards for a very long time. But I'm like, that's okay. So yes, and we are about to hop into coding in Minecraft in just a second. So let me, if I have time, I'll share a couple more things at the very end, but let me turn this over to Sarah and Lila, and we will pop in, you know, if we start seeing some comments within the chat box. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to kick us off. So Lila and we're thrilled to be here. We're going to talk about how you can turn your gamers into coders. So I'm sure the majority of your students play games, and this might not even be video games. They might play games on their phones. They might play board games with their friends, with their families. They might play Rochambeau or rock, paper, scissors to make decisions about who gets to go first. So games are awesome. Games are everywhere. And of course, Minecraft is the best-selling game of all time. We are part of Minecraft Education, which is a game-based learning platform used by millions and millions of students and teachers in over 115 countries. The biggest difference between Minecraft Education and kind of the version that your students might be playing at home is that Minecraft Education is safe and secure for school use. And I'll talk a little bit about what that means in a second. At Minecraft Education, we are bringing together this power of play, you know, the power and reach and passion of games and gaming with the technology of the future, with technology like AI, to create the most engaging digital learning experience possible. So we want to empower every person, every student, every learner and teacher on the planet to achieve more. And we want to make that achievement and that learning a really fun time. And so, so I think I can advance these slides. Let's see if this works. All right, so Minecraft. So you're probably familiar with Minecraft. It's a game made of blocks, like Lila's background, in a 3D world where players build, explore, survive. It's played by more than 140 million people of all ages all over the world. It's the most watched topic on YouTube, and the world itself is sort of ever expanding. You can play in all kinds of different habitats and biomes. You'll come across all kinds of interesting creatures and characters. The blocks that make up the Minecraft world can be broken apart and constructed to build anything you can imagine, from a roller coaster to a historical landmark for your city or town, or an entire city or farm. And one of the coolest things about Minecraft, and one of my favorite ways to play, is with other people. Players collaborate, they explore together, and you create your own story. The game has no real narrative. There's no set agenda for the players. You as the player, or your students if they're the players, it's a creative journey for really anybody. And so Minecraft Education takes that power of play and that incredible kind of opportunity to build your own world, and it empowers students to build skills. And so when we say skills, we're talking about everything from digital skills like computational thinking, algorithmic thinking, learning about kind of how AI works and how to code, and then things like digital citizenship, social emotional skills, creativity, collaboration, systems thinking. These are all skills that are so important for students to succeed right now in their digital environments, in school, and then also as they think about the future and not only careers but also life. We want our young people to thrive and be safe and and be able to express themselves in a way that allows them to live a great life. And so, and I know for educators, this is many of your main mission. Minecraft Education is all licensed and secured through Microsoft 365. You very well may be licensed to use Minecraft Education. We recommend checking it out. We'll put some links into the chat and follow up with links to download the app and access Minecraft on your school devices. And again, we've got a whole content library with tons of fun content, including learn to code content for any age and any subject. Here are a couple of screenshots from some of our favorite worlds. You can build with chemistry blocks. You can create compounds and actually craft chemistry experiments in Minecraft. You can teach area and volume and fractions and mathematical equations within the game using both our pre-built content. These are bespoke worlds that were created by professional Minecrafters that your students and you can explore together and learn within. Or there's opportunities to build on, to kind of have your students build themselves on these kind of open spaces. There's a Mars colony. There's learning math in an ancient Egypt world. You can build a moon rocket and launch to space with NASA, and you can learn cryptography in some of our cybersecurity and online safety worlds. The impact of Minecraft education is pretty expansive, and we actually have a number of we have some white papers and research articles where you can actually see peer-reviewed evidence that Minecraft does in fact, boost engagement across different subjects. Bringing Minecraft into the classroom can also, maybe perhaps unsurprisingly, motivate students, but it also leads to attendance and retention. So some of these key school outcomes and benefits that districts are looking at as ways to kind of get kids to show up and engage in the work and then demonstrate their learning. And then Minecraft encourages those higher order thinking skills that we know are so important for thriving into high school, into higher ed, inquiry-based learning, mathematical kind of learning and discovery. And then because a lot of the content that we offer in Minecraft and the way that students actually learn in that game-based environment where they have agency, they're making decisions, they're trying things out and kind of understanding the implications of those decisions in these kind of simulated real world scenarios. Students are really motivated to learn and they get to kind of see themselves in different roles, whether that's different kinds of careers or kind of as a problem solver. And then we talked about social cohesion and building school community, but Minecraft is an awesome way for you to create community in your classroom, for you to kind of build programs, everything from design challenges and esports to running a big hour of code session, like hundreds, if not thousands and maybe millions of teachers are doing right now and across the globe this week for Computer Science Education Week. Folks are running coding lessons at huge scale to bring Hour of Code to students everywhere. So let me pass to Lila. We're going to talk a little bit more about kind of the importance of building skills like computational thinking and AI, and how we're doing that on Minecraft, and hopefully how you can get involved. All right, take it away, Lila.
Sarah. Thanks, Sarah, so much. And I do have a cold, so forgive me. But I heard from Sarah Beth that this kind of the sultry voice will be more engaging. We do know that 90%, as you see, of future jobs will require digital skills, and I'm sure us as educators, we've heard the famous stat that we don't even know the kinds of careers our students are going to have in the future. So how do you prepare for a career you don't even know that exists yet? And what are the best ways in which you can do that? How do we expose our students to tools and experiences that prepare them through critical thinking and analytical problem solving and being really creative? Those are the types of skills that are going to be evergreen, especially in a world where AI and AI-powered tools will be your co-pilot, will be your prompter, will be your, outline helper buddy, right? As we become more creative in producing our work. really, I used to always think about it as a teacher as like my MacGyver students or my resourceful students. You know, how do you take your paper clip and your rubber band and your glue to solve a problem? And AI is just another tool, but an albeit a very powerful tool for students in their future careers. And one thing that I always point out is if you were to go to Microsoft, and frankly, most companies now, but certainly Microsoft's Career Center today, and you were to look up a job, any job, every single one does require some knowledge of AI use, of an AI use, tool use. So it's not something that's just in the future; it's right now. And so we're working on that with Minecraft. We're building games, we're building solutions, what we call them solutions. We're building learning experiences, lesson plans, and tools so that you are equipped as a teacher to be able to teach around AI safety and AI responsibility and how to be fluent with these tools. Learn how to explore safely, learn how to apply AI safely, certainly as well as with cyber. What we've seen actually, what's been really interesting is in the last year with all of the talk about AI tools, a lot more interest from teachers and education systems around cyber safety, how to be safe online, how to deal with academic integrity and misinformation online as well. So we've been building AI content in cyber since 2019. We've been at it. It was from machine learning to save lands from forest fires, to even how to deal with bullies online today. Where it's very fast changing. It's a really very fast changing environment. We know that what's going to be around next year will be very different from what's a tool this year. But we're working constantly to build learning experiences and lesson plans that are guided inside of Minecraft so that you can integrate them into your curriculum and build and expand from your lessons so they're even more engaging and relevant and compelling to your students so that they see themselves at the center of their own story, which is their career and their life, to be happy and to thrive. So we talked about CS Ed Week. It's kind of a quick shift, but CS Ed Week is this week. Actually, we're on day 2, which is maybe why my voice is like this. Teachers are around the world are introducing students to computer science, to coding, getting better at it. And we made a game. This is our 10th anniversary of participating in the CS Ed Week and the Hour of Code. And this year's game is called The Show Must Go On. And you can see here, like 10 years of impact. We've done AI for good. Actually, back in 2019, we've made games around Generation AI last year, which taught about the 6 principles of responsible AI. That's available to you also for free. All of these games are actually available in our demo for free in Minecraft. And I'll put in the link, or Sarah will, but how you can access this right now in Minecraft Education without a license or with your license. So we have Generation AI. We've also had fun, really cool games like The Tale of Two Villages, which is about inclusion and kindness and using a code to be fair and to share. And we've also made fun games like Escape Estate, where you have to go and think of an escape room, but a whole house, and really good critical thinking and debugging skills. This year's game, The Show Must Go On, frankly, I really wanted to focus on student voice, student agency, and the role of creativity in an AI-powered world. It's so easy to over-rely on AI. We've seen it already in the research in the last year. So I wanted to make a game in the Hour of Code this year where in an AI world, you want to rely the most on yourself and your creativity and the story that you want to tell, self-expression. So this year's game, The Show Must Go On, is really fun. You are in a show, a stage show, and our cute agent right there, it's feeling really confident right now and raising his bells, got some roses at their feet. But in our game, at the very beginning, they're having a bit of stage fright. And you've got to use the power of code to help them code a song, code a dance, code a costume or a bunch of costumes, and all of the props in the background, and make a show. And each show is different. Every time you play will be different. And you can go and recode your show. You can do this in an hour, and you need no experience. Let me show you a quick video. I think someone has to play the video here. Oh, I'm not sure how to. That's not the video, but if someone can help me.
Yeah, no, I don't know if we have that video. It's not the AI one, right?
It is a video about the hour of code, but
Slide 12 in the deck. The show
We
must go
will
on.
have to get that up separately. Why don't we keep the show must go on,
the
literally.
show must go on.
The show must go on.
All
We
right.
have to unfortunately upload these individually, so we must have missed this one. Let me see.
Well, it's really fun, and we'll put the links in for you to watch it. It's part of the so when we make these hours of code, we make decks. So I want to share with you before we get into it. But when we for the hour of code, we provide all kinds, and not just for the hour of code, for any kind of game that we make, we provide educator materials, which include a curriculum guide, aligned to standards. It includes a scripted PowerPoint deck, so you don't have to be familiar with Minecraft education or the hour of code to run it. We provide the famous answer key, so the solutions guide. So, if your kids say, "Well, what's the answer? What code do I need?" We provide the answer key for you as well, and we also provide a facilitator guide. So, if you're a trainer, for example, I know we've got a ton of trainers here, how to train other folks to run it as well. It comes with a certification that says I did an hour of code, and we have, of course, this year's I coded stickers. So all kinds of materials for you to have a great hour of code this year, and we provide this for all of our content as well. So I'm going to move forward because the show must go on. So what have we been working on? We've been working on driving a real outcome, so peer-reviewed outcomes in AI, cyber, computer science, and math, very specifically. So that means that we have a curriculum, grades 2 through 12 in each of these areas. In AI literacy, we created AI foundations, which is really focused on essentially 2 areas: exploring AI to create a foundational language around AI, what we call AI fluency or AI literacy, helping you understand what AI is, where it's around you, and how you can use it to solve problems. That's AI literacy, or what we call AI fluency. It also helps you identify as a teacher who's not fluent in AI. And that's a lot of us. We know that the numbers are, we're just becoming to be exposed to it. And we know that our students want to really learn to be safe with it. Cyber safety, as I mentioned earlier, is another area where we've been working for a couple of years now with different experts in the field, certainly within I was out of Microsoft, but also with cyber security teachers and cyber and digital citizenship experts, for example, ISTE, to help us build our content and curriculum across our across K-12. Yes, it's aligned to CSTA and ISTE standards and cyber.org standards, but it's really about how to, teaching kids the skills to be safe online, to be safe with AI, to be safe with each other, actually. So we have games around how to be, for example, our first one, which is Home Sweet Home, and I'll talk about this. It's a game that teaches students about how, to be safe with their password, making sure that they're always sharing information with the trusted adults in their lives, teaching them what data is and what data privacy means. Should I share my doctor's note with my soccer coach? Because I need to have proof that, where was I and why did I miss school? So, I call it ripped from the headlines, real experiences that kids can learn about how to be safe online. Last year's game, we had a game called Good Game Cyber, and it taught about how to deal with bullies online. So we addressed really tough topics. We also had math and cyber and computer science, and we just moved back real fast. We also had computer science as well. And in computer science, you learn about block coding and Python coding, and we have math. Math is really popular inside of Minecraft. So we are offering all kinds of content. These are all, we've had partners from universities around the world. For example, math with Cambridge, Code.org with computer science, Florida International University with cyber safety, and Microsoft in itself, and the University of Florida actually was our partner with AI literacy. So we're building content for you to be able to teach these skills. And for AI, the 4-H National 4-H Council, which is, if you're familiar with 4-H, we put out a study this year that 72% of kids are seeking support. They actually are looking to the adults and teachers and family members in their lives to how to use AI safely and correctly, really in 3 areas: cheating, academic integrity, which as teachers we're all thinking about. 2, bullying. One area they're really concerned about is bullying with AI. And the 3rd is misinformation. They want to know, how do I know if that's real or if it's fake? So part of AI fluency and our work in there has also not only to be able to support students in these questions, but also teachers. So we have risen to the challenge in creating our AI Foundations solution, which basically means we've got curriculum and career pathways. It's connected to STEM learning, and it's really fun games, learning games and learning experiences that have the support of, like I said earlier, lesson plans, PowerPoint presentations, and guides to help you through it. But we have some really cool stuff too. This is an overlook of our AI Foundations literacy program. It's split up into three. First is introducing what AI is, and we have these really great animated videos. So if you're not ready to dip your toes yet into Minecraft education, we'll share with you the videos that are animated. They're about 2.5 to 3 minutes long. We worked with AI at MIT to build out the support materials in this AI Foundations Adventures videos. And they have teaching guides. And I talked a lot about vocabulary and glossary. Great glossary guides for you to have conversations. It also comes with a family toolkit. We have ways to introduce AI into your curriculum. So we have maps like Fantastic Fairgrounds and AI for Earth. And those maps talk about how to use AI to address issues in conservation, or really how do you deal with AI in ethics. And we, of course, have the connection between AI and computer science. There's a lot of thinking that, and I hear questions around, do I still need to learn coding if we have AI now? And the answer is yes, it's actually more important than ever to learn coding and the tenets of computer science in an AI world. What we're seeing is now the trends to actually pull Python a little bit lower, down into even like 4th and 5th grade for computer science. But it's really about the computational thinking that's really honed inside of learning coding, that's critical for understanding how to use AI tools. So whether it's just learning through an animated series, integrating it into your curriculum, or introducing your students to computational thinking and the skills that you need, for example, Python and coding, these are all part of our AI Foundations content for you to go and try out and become AI fluent yourself and build the foundations that your students need to thrive for their careers in the future, because you can start now in a variety of different ways. So a lot of folks have asked, well, what does AI literacy mean? And even the word literacy is changing. For example, in the European Union, is this changed to AI fluency? What does it mean to be fluent in this new language of AI? And basically, you can roll it down into three areas. One, understanding what AI is, understanding where it's around you. So what the different systems of AI is. The AI of a car different from the AI and directing yourself to a location, different from the AI that's transcribing our videos. And then, most importantly, learning how to use these tools in a way that's responsible. And what that means is asking the right questions and making it sure that how they use data, and is it biased, and how or not biased, hopefully unbiased, and how to question it, right, as well, and how to discard what doesn't work, when it's hallucinating, and also putting it at the center, making the human at the center of it. That's what really AI literacy or fluency is being defined, and how we address it certainly in the content that we've created. We also talk about how to protect your personal information, your data online in our content, whether it's in the AI Adventures series, of animated series, or our games. From simple things like, if you don't want to publish your personal information on the internet, don't tell it to a chatbot, because that's essentially what happens when you tell the chatbot or share that information with the chatbot. We talk about that. And we do it in really fun scenarios. I used the word "rip from the headlines" earlier, but what we try to do in all of our games is make them really relevant and compelling. So we create scenarios and problems in games that kids want to solve, that they see every single day in their lives. So I can share with you, for example, in our AI content, when teachers report all the time, they say, kids will raise their hand and say, that happened to me. I was tricked by the AI, or my AI gave up the wrong answer. So we put that in the game, in our game, so that students can actually, see the consequences of, well, what if I do the wrong thing? Well, they can practice, and it's okay, because the consequences in the game, and they can go and explore and try things over and over again, so that in their lives in your classroom, they're fluent and they have that literacy. It's so critical. So I'll move forward right here. And hopefully this does work. Oh, I'm not sure what happened, but that's the video to show you what it looks like in a classroom.
Okay. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's all right.
I'm here at Matson, and I'm in one of my favorite jobs ever. I love teaching 7th grade Washington State history. I've made my classroom kind of a museum to my obsession with my new love of Washington State. Today, I presented this lesson, the AI to terrain mapping. We started by looking at some virtual maps, trying to figure out which biomes are which. So let's zoom in and find some forests. We moved into reviewing the lesson through the PowerPoint presentation, setting up the learning objectives and the steps in the different activities. Our goal for today, we are sent out on an expedition with a crew of researchers, engineers, and scientists to fly over a remote forest and take photos of the terrain below. These photos will be used to code a data set that will then be used by an AI. We'll use unsupervised machine learning to monitor and find different areas where illegal logging is occurring. And that's what we're going to be doing right now in Minecraft. We can't do these things in real life. It is very difficult to get 113-year-olds out in an airplane flying over the forests. So here's our reflection. Why is it important to detect places where this is happening? One, because it's illegal. But then, like Nalani is saying, we want to know where the healthy forest is. I definitely come every day wanting all of my students to be successful. It is hard to get them to be passionate about the same things I am, and sometimes it's hard to get them to understand why dams and biodiversity or AI is important to them. Every single time I use Minecraft, it is because it makes my job easier, and I see my students doing what they love and being creative, showing who they are. It is certainly a platform for them to be a little bit more than they can sometimes be in real life.
AI is really cool. When we coded, it immediately took us to where the illegal logging was.
Minecraft Education. It's a game that you can learn in. You can go at your own pace. Working on your own or being independent.
Minecraft makes me a better learner because it helps me bring out my creativity and it helps me just learn in a better and fun environment.
Minecraft is a space for students and teachers to really expand their idea of what learning can be. It's another great tool that can allow students to do good things that help make the world a better place.
So that's an example of, so you see in my slide that's up right now, you'll see the curriculum for our AI curriculum and how it, hopefully you can see it. Let me make sure that you can see it. We want to have the
Yes.
screen that's green with little check marks on it.
Yep, that's up right now.
Oh, is it up? Okay, I can't see it. I'm sorry. So as you can see here, you'll see that I have all of the curriculum up and the different skills and content areas that our games connect. And that teacher actually was using AI for Earth, which are 5 different worlds. You'll see that it has data and analysis in it. So it has algorithmic thinking in it. It has learning about the ethics of AI, the laws, and how to regulate. And that teacher integrated it into their curriculum because that teacher was trying to basically teach students how to use maps and care about and address issues in, it's a social studies teacher to really kind of care about Washington history, because there's a Washington history requirement in the state of Washington, and it incorporated AI to reaching those standards, right? Yes, and so I'm seeing some questions like, for example, can the AI vectors be used for student collaboration and reinforcement of academic language? Absolutely. For example, we have, and I'll share with you in the links for AI adventures, you have both parent toolkits, so how to run a family night, as well as those conversation cards. And so conversation cards and discussion cards can be utilized in pairs and buddies, small group, or even large group collaboration experiences. They're not so those are videos and not, that you can use at any point. You can assign them or use them in the classroom to really have the best conversations and understand what like creepy or cool, right? Understand what AI is and what AI isn't, and where in identifying where you see it around you. So I also want to share with you, for example, and I'll put in a link I'll give you the link in a moment for the family toolkit. This is we've been piloting across the state of Florida, the AI foundations with the director of the undergraduate labs, Nancy Rosiski. She's been doing a ton of research on this content. And she's been seeing already how using Minecraft education to teach AI has really transformed how they can teach exploring and applying AI. Number one, it's about the relevancy. So that means kids are engaged. We always joke, how do you know Minecraft's happening in a classroom? Because it's either total silence, right, where the kids are like deeply involved in the game, or they're working so closely with each other to solve a problem in a multiplayer game, right, in a multiplayer experience, because we create problems that they have to solve. It's also changing how we teach AI and how we train for AI, because we're trying to make with the experiences, as she says, make the concepts of artificial intelligence and data analysis very specifically intuitive. And we know that teaching data about data privacy, and data analysis is tough. And so being able to do it in a way that feels natural in a game to students, as she said, intuitive, is critical, because AI fluency needs to be an intuitive skill. And I'll repeat that. AI fluency for our students needs to be an intuitive skill. So the more experiences that we give to them so they can develop that, the more intuitively they'll understand how to be responsible for it, understand the systems that are there, and how to understand how to use it in a way that's safe for them and productive and efficient for them, and eventually creative for them as well. So we have a link right here. These are, we call them, resources for building knowledge and skills in AI. Just go to aka.ms/AI, Minecraft AI. And the very first thing that you'll see is a curriculum guide. And that curriculum guide talks about the 13 instructional hours right now that are available, where we've just started. And we're going to continue to build. So what we have right now, we'll be putting out new content actually throughout this 2025 to continue to grow our AI foundations, because we know it's changing and we know we got to keep up with it. So you'll have the full curriculum guide. You'll see the standards. You'll see the skills in each of the different sets. So please go ahead to that website. Go ahead and download it. See how you can use it. Much of this content available for free without a license that's required. But so you'll see that's available in the demo. It shows you in the guide how to avail yourself of the demo. And then of course, if you have a license, you can use it as well. And on the right, you'll see some kind of the questions. I know we had someone asking, like, if I want to be able to build, I see someone saying, I want to try to work these out. We will actually, it's a great question, Christina. I will be posting and we'll be sharing, hopefully we can come back, professional development experiences that will be on demand so that you can learn how to create lesson plans and create professional development with AI in Minecraft as well. And yes, we also have train the trainer materials. So those of you who are instructional trainers for AI foundations, you can please email me and I'll send you the train the trainer materials for all of this content as well, with the agendas and the scripted guides for all of the games that we've created, as well as the teacher resources for our AI adventures. And you'll see there's some focus questions, right? These are and the objectives for just even the first video, which is, well, what is AI, and how does it work? And as a teacher, these are focus questions for students. But I would say, if ask a friend, can you answer these questions? Ask a family member, do you feel comfortable answering these questions? And if you don't, go check out our AI adventure videos and lesson plans and vocabulary lists and discussion cards and begin your journey, because that's really, it's a great place to start. We had another question around building digital literacy skills and AI literacy skills at home. So we have created a parent guide. We heard and we responded. We know that parent guides and parent support for AI literacy is critical to your work as a teacher. So we created a parent guide for parents to be able to explore AI together. That's why we made these AI adventures videos. There's two short, 2.5 minute videos. They can watch together as a family. They can answer questions together as a family. And you can have your students then report how they taught their parents and they taught their grandparents about what AI is, making the teacher the student. about the student, the teacher at home, and bringing the family in together. So we want to be able to encourage these kinds of conversations about AI. Again, about having AI fluency being an intuitive experience with AI tools so that you can thrive at home and be confident at home. All right, I think it's great. Let's talk about these AI. I keep talking about these AI venture videos, but welcome and meet Agent and Chicken. Agent and Chicken are buddies. They really work together to do all kinds of things in AI, from understanding what it is, learning the basics, going and talking to dolphins with AI, which is pretty cool, and saving some dolphins that are caught in a net, to making an awesome trick shot using AI systems. So what we've created is 3 different videos to talk about the 3 pillars of AI fluency. What is AI? Where is it around you? And how to use it safely. So just those 3 pillars of AI fluency, 3 short videos, each is supported by a lesson plan and a parent guide so that you can start quickly on your phone today. Let me move forward.
Hey, what are you watching? Oh, a trick shot. Those are fun. You know what? You could use AI to help you design your own trick shot. Make it awesome. Show me the idea. Okay, so you throw the ball. It would bounce off the Eiffel Tower, rebound off the Great Wall of China, then bounce off the statues on Rapa Nui? Wait, that's impossible. You can't throw a basketball around the world. What kind of AI system did you use to come up with that? Oh, no. You can't use the AI model in your car's GPS to help you plan a trick shot. That AI model helps you find your way around by giving you directions. You need the right tool for the task. To help create a trick shot, you need generative AI, like a chatbot. Go get 'em! Okay, let's see what you got. You bounce the ball off the floor, and the ball goes right through the hoop. Huh, that's not very exciting. Wait, did you ask it to just make a basket? Ah, okay, that's the problem. Generative AI is great at coming up with ideas, but it only does what you tell it to do. You need to give it detailed instructions about what you're looking for. That will help get better answers. And be sure to review what the AI tells you. Make it your own. Oh, this looks exciting. Let's do it. This is great. Oh, no. The AI was wrong about that last bounce. The basketball is off course. Chicken, what are you doing? Will it work? Unbelievable. That was the best trick shot ever. You used the right AI system for the task, gave it detailed instructions, and then used your own knowledge and ability to make a trick shot that's truly your own. Now that's how to use AI responsibly.
Hopefully, as a teacher, you can already start thinking about how you might use that video to talk about what it means to be responsible with AI. There were words like systems, right? And being creative and keeping it yourself, keeping it your own, right? The AI was wrong. Why was the AI wrong? You're prompting. All of those terms are in there and allow you to go dive deeper. So these videos are a great jumping point. Whether you're ready and you have a license now to go deeper in AI, or just use the videos with parents and your students and start the conversation. We know that only 49% of teachers have received some professional development AI, and it's only been about an hour. So we know we need more. I see some questions about, will we be putting out professional development for AI? We will be publishing PD, on-demand PD in January for you on all of this content as well, so that you'll know how to use it. So I think that's it for us. I know there's one little, some links here. If you want to take a screenshot or know this will be shared with you. There are questions like, how can I get Minecraft? Go ahead and download it for free at aka.ms download. So AKA just means also known as, and MS is Microsoft. Go ahead and explore the lesson plans and download the curriculum at aka.ms Minecraft AI. Go ahead and check out those videos that are on YouTube right now in the lesson plans at aka.ms/AI adventurers. And that includes the family toolkit and the parent guide. And then, of course, join our community. We have a great community. It's over 10,000 teachers that are using it. And all kinds of questions from, like, I'm doing an after school Minecraft club. How can I start, to teachers that are coding, games in it. So our community is really, really fun. Not as much fun as you guys, but it's fun. And encourage you to join us. Thank you so much. And thanks for Sarah, by the way. Sarah secretly brought me a tea while we were working. I know how
we're in little rooms very close to one another.
She used AI tea.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks, everybody.
I love it. So bringing it back to AI Educator Brain, I always try to end with a joke, and no, it didn't. Sorry, my PowerPoint didn't update with all the stuff, so I'm gonna read that. But Sarah Beth I'm gonna find it as the joke. It's not that great. It's more like a dad joke. But Sarah Beth, what are some key takeaways for you? Aside from that, it looks like some people like my Rizbot blog, so you can translate Gen Z and Gen Alpha to human speak.
I love that. Yeah, no, I love the way the kids can learn about AI through game. It's if I'm sure what you feed into the AI, it might, then it's going to get all your information, like privacy, but making it a game. I also really love the band one, like, what's that? The show must go on. That is so freaking cool. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm sitting here thinking, like, can you make one to help me teach U.S. history?
Yes,
English?
by the way, you can. Absolutely.
Minecraft?
Yes, you can. There's a whole revolutionary, there's a revolutionary, like, there's Jamestown, like a full Jamestown.
Oh, what?
Yes, yeah.
Oh my.
And yeah, you can.
God.
And as a former U.S. I did a government AP. You can do the Constitution and the amendments. You can do that in there too.
Oh, I have to see that. As somebody who used to work at James Madison's Montpelier, I would have to see the Constitution one. Please do share.
This needs to be happening on Lesson Crafter, Lila. We have a new tool. I'm going to drop the link in the chat, but called Lesson Crafter. We've got it in preview right now. But you can. Yes, and it's an AI-powered lesson generator for Minecraft lessons. And so check it out. You have to click a couple boxes that you accept the terms, and then you can try it. We're going to be bringing this onto our website officially next year. But check it out. Let me drop the link in the chat. But you can basically generate any lesson, any topic for any learner with the power of AI.
I feel like the kids struggle with chronology. And so I feel like there's some cool opportunities here for getting them to learn, right?
They can build their own timelines, and then they can build little cars that can go to the spot. They can make
what?
Here, I'm gonna make you cool. Are you ready? Sorry, Beth.
Okay, we've been putting in a creepier cool at the end.
Okay, here we go. Tell them that you're gonna get taught by someone at Minecraft to make a parkour game of a timeline.
Oh my God, please.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Yes, I'm so excited. Because they did tell me, feedback I got was like, they're having trouble visualizing the timeline. And they're like, can we draw it on the floor, make a rug or something? I was like, I got something better. I got parkour Minecraft. I kind of know what that means through my nephews. So
I know that my 9-year-old. I need that. Definitely all this stuff. We'll make sure that we add it to the Share My Lesson registration page. I did find the joke. Now my chatbot, my AI Ed Brain chatbot, is trained to give really bad dad jokes at the end. So let me give that caveat. Why did the AI refuse to play Minecraft survival mode? It didn't want to mine its own business.
I love it. I like dad jokes. I love AI dad jokes.
That was good.
Doing this It's been a long year.
So we are starting to run out of time. We do need to wrap this up. I am going to, again, request that everyone go to Share My Lesson, rate and review. You know, those 2024, best of 2024 people discover, and they make the list because of the rate and reviews. So that should be on your screen right now. You should be able to also download the certificate. And Sarah and Lila, I just want to say thank you so much. I know that it's a busy week for you guys, so we appreciate you coming during Hour of Code Week to teach us about, you know, these really great coding options and lesson options with Minecraft, and it helps us.
Yeah, you were inspiring. We love you. We'll be back anytime you have us.
Yeah,
all right.
So
yes.
fun.
Yeah. Especially when that new tool is out officially. Let's bring you back.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
It'd be cool.
All right.
Thank you,
So with that, I am going to end with a funny video. Sarah, I didn't get a chance to share it during Creepy and Cool, and then I'm going to turn it off at the end. But I used, right before we started, I used a new AI tool to create a commercial for the AI Educator Brain, and I think you're going to crack up. Still has a lot of work to do, but here we go. And for the rest of you, happy holidays. I hope you guys get through the next week and a half, and then you get some break and much needed rest.
Yay.
Yay.
Welcome, educators, tech enthusiasts, and lifelong learners. This is the AI Educator Brain webinar series, where we bridge the gap between the classroom and the cutting edge of artificial intelligence. Imagine a world where lesson planning becomes a breeze and misinformation is handled like a pro. We empower you to thrive in the AI era, enhancing your teaching without overshadowing your unique touch. Hey there, wonderful educators. I'm Ed Brain, your AI buddy. Let's dive into the amazing world of AI together. And remember, why did the robot cross the road? To optimize its route to knowledge. Join us for engaging sessions filled with tools, tips, and a dash of laughter. Let's innovate, collaborate, and enjoy the ride. And remember, while robots aren't taking your place, we're here to make your teaching journey even more delightful. Let's embark on this adventure together.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.